if you had, and I'd like to have a small bet that this referee's never played professional football, and if he had, he'd be able to differentiate between a nasty challenge and an accidental challenge that has ultimately not been, not been too nice. For me, that was never a red.
What about VAR then?
No, VAR. It was given a yellow card in the moment, and then
these guys have got.
So it was a whole room full of people with cameras.
Yeah, listen, I'm sure by the letter of the law, it was probably justifiable red. But this is like with Johnny. We were talking about this earlier, right? Sometimes you don't, or was it? It was on last night's show. We were talking about this. Sometimes you don't need to know the XG to know that you played badly. Sometimes you don't need. Sometimes you just use your eyes and determine whether or not there was malice, whether or not it was reckless, whether or not there was an intention to hurt. And the answer to all of those things is no. And so, but if by the letter of the law his studs were up and therefore it's referable, then fair enough. But to me, I just look at it and think that's not a red card offence.
Unfortunately, it's funny actually because I was on the Spurs.
If that was a red card offence, Lubo, then Bentancur, that challenge that Bentancur put on Caicedo, I think it was on Saturday night.
Was it Reece James?
Oh, Reece James, sorry, Reece James, correct. Then that looked like he meant it. That looked like that was going to do more damage than anything.
I thought both of them were red cards. Both the Chelsea one and Bentancur's one. There should have been 2 red cards on Saturday.
I think when you go into Europe, and
here we go. Sorry, Lubo. We got Chris the ref.
There we go. Intent irrelevant in the laws, of course, but hey.
Intent. Okay, so Chris, we don't know the laws, mate. I know you do. So if you're saying that the intent is irrelevant,
surely it's all about intent. Surely, it's not about intent. It's like if you're in the street, you accidentally catch somebody in the face. Actually, you're running and you accidentally catch them, or you walk in and you actually hit somebody with intent. One's assault and one's an accident.
Intent is the difference between murder and accidental death, isn't it?
I'd like to know from Chris, why is it different on a football pitch? How can it be different? If someone accidentally catches someone, how can it be different? How can it be the same? How can the offence be as serious as something that has intent? To me, there's no common sense, and I think the people at the top at IFAB are an absolute fucking disgrace because they are killing the game with all these rule changes. Make me fucking sick.